How is it going, everybody? This is 3D Print and Profit. I am back with the BQ Hardcoin, and I saw the comments on the getting rid of the A1 printer. A lot of heated debate in there. A lot of good comments as well. I think that there's some really valid points, especially when it comes to safety with the BFTE, or printing out certain types of filament. You definitely want to make sure there's proper ventilation. I mostly only work with PLA, and I do have PETG sometimes, but I try to make sure that I ventilate that pretty well. With that said, I have sort of upgraded my setup here, so I'm using just a little storage closet here, have a shelf space where I have moved in all of my 3D printed items. So sorry, all my 3D printed spools. So you can see here, we have the unopened 3D printed spools and they're packaged away. I have my 3D pen, my bag, everything that's needed in there. And I'm just excited to show you guys. I got the other spools and a little trash can down there. But I have this setup, this little sound booth setup, so that I can start to film and do a better job with these videos. Now, the subject of today's video is actually this. So this is what I've been waiting for a while. In 3D printing, I think the most fun I've had, I believe I've said on the channel, has been 3D printing with wood PLA. I was nervous to print with wood PLA on my Bamboo Lab A1 because it was such a delicate machine and because wood PLA is notoriously fickle. Since I was mostly printing on my A1, I was mostly printing for profit. I didn't want to mix and match between both. And this gives me a chance, I believe, to really dig back in to 3D printing, the things that I loved about it. And that's sort of gotten taken away when I tried to make a business of it. So I'm still planning to do selling for 3D prints, but first I want to get back into what made me get into 3D printing in the first place, which is experimenting with these unique and different filaments, and also creating and finding ways of making and turning them into something unique. So I got these from Temu. As you can tell, I already love Temu. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. But I've been using Temu. If anyone's a Temu head in the comments, I see you. I've been using Calendar 1000 or QQQQ, and that's like a little promo that I use to get some of these items for free or lower cost. So let me just unbox this for you guys. Sorry. Let me just unbox this. This is an Eryone. Okay. All right. Something dropped right there. And you see it's wood PLA. And I got it in a 3-pack. So here is the Eryone catalog. Let's see, they have carbon fiber, PLA marble, PLA red, filament dryer box, which I already have one. They also have some glow-in-the-dark stuff, which I am interested in trying. I am interested in the glow-in-the-dark stuff. I'm curious to see what type of item I would make with that, but as you can see, this is their lineup for this brand. And they have some carbon fiber stuff and ABS as well. ABS, ASA, those are some more of the harsher filaments or more durable filaments, but again, you run into that issue where you really have to have some clean ventilation. Part of my change is moving this to a more secluded area where I am able to print these items without worrying as much about it. Now let's actually look at the filament itself. It is, like I said, Eryone. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but the nozzle temperature is 190 to 220 degrees Celsius. The diameter, of course, is 1.75 millimeters, which is usually the standard thickness. The bed temperature preference, which is interesting, I rarely see that on filaments. So the bed temperature is 55 degrees to 70 degrees. And spool weight is 140 grams. So this is net weight 2.2 pounds or 1 kilogram. And if you compare that to something like a Creality, the extruder temperature is 230 degrees Celsius to 250 degrees Celsius. So it starts about 10 degrees Celsius higher than the max for the wood PLA. And so I've had no problem with Creality so far. This one's PETG, by the way, CRPETG to be specific. So that's why it's increased. If I compared it to something like a Creality Hyper Series PLA, which I got all these from Temu at either free or low cost, by the way. I don't believe, is there a, let me see if I can flip this around. Yes. Okay, so this one is Hyper PLA. The printing temperature on this one is 190 to 230, which nearly matches the Eryone. So you could mix and match if you needed to, if you're doing multicolor printing. As I mentioned in another video, I've rarely needed to use multicolor printing, which was another part of the main reason why I just got rid of the Bamboo Lab A1 and the AMS, because it just didn't really need it. And the click point and play was sort of taking away from the fun of sort of hacking and coming together and using G-code and really exploring and experimenting with 3D printing and pushing the limits. So this is one step towards that. And I have purchased 3 of these. So I purchased 3 of these, and I am looking forward to sharing some 3D prints with you all and really getting back into the groove of things. So, yep, thank you for watching, and I hope if you've stuck around that you watch some more of my videos as I go through this journey and really start having more fun with 3D printing. Thanks for watching. Have you, by the way, have you experimented with 3D wood PLA or, wood printing? I think it looks very similar to the sculptures I've had. And not to make a short video long, let me get you a statue that I have made. So, to show you why I do love wood PLA, here's an example of something that I've created with it. I'm also into AI. I know that the AI prints, there's a lot of contention in the community on AI prints, for instance. So that's pretty contentious. But I think the idea of turning images in general, whether that's something you've designed yourself, into a 3D model, and then editing that and putting that into like a Bamboo Lab or any other sort of model editor or tool for printing like Prusa, works. So I'm interested in making functional prints with these. So things that look like carved wooden sculptures, but might be like useful for everyday use. So I know there's a little bit of brittleness, durability issue there, so I will experiment and I'll see what I can come up with. See what fun things I can come up with in the future, but this is just one of those type of items. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.